So good evening or good morning or good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining the What is Your Acoustical Body call. And if you have any question, please feel free to ask.
We like questions.
Yep. Actually, let's start with this. What is a question? When you ask a question, it opens up a space. It opens up the space from which more and more information can show up. So if you are looking for information
or more space, ask questions.
Cool.
Easy.
So are you willing to be the infinite being that you truly be? And everything that doesn't allow it, will you destroy and uncreate all that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poco, and nine-shorts, boys and beyonds. So actually, what is being an infinite being and what is your acoustical vibration? Because in Access, you may have heard that you are an infinite being and your nature is an acoustical vibration, and then that's it. That's the story. And then you're asking the question, what the hell is that? What is the acoustical vibration? It's cool to be that, but maybe I need more info about it. So really, and just again, you are an infinite being and your nature is the acoustical vibration. Your nature is the continuous expansion. So anytime when you sense there is expansion, you feel better, you feel great. It's so nurturing, it's so generative to you, because that's when you are in your space. That's when you follow the energy. And of course, we have many, many life situations when it's really, really contracting and solid, and it's like shit. So it doesn't really allow you to be the infinite being that you truly be. So the acoustical vibration is, in other words, a space of infinite possibilities. So you as an infinite being, you have access to the space of infinite possibilities. You have the capacity to function from the space of infinite possibilities. And of course, again, okay, what the hell is that? Yeah, I have infinite possibilities, but I live on Earth and it's quite a limited reality or a finite reality. So it's not infinite anymore. And also you can say, okay, I have a job and I earn this much, so it doesn't give me infinite possibilities. So how the hell I have the infinite possibilities? Again, what is the space that you are functioning from? So the job you have, the money you earn, is what is the creation of, like, it's something that you created in the past and you maintain. But you can choose anything. And you
anytime. That's the great thing. You can choose anything and anytime.
No matter what your past was. And then you can say, fuck, I can't because I have this profession, I have kids, I have a husband, or
I need to feed them.
Or I don't have a husband, I don't have kids, or I don't have a good profession, therefore I cannot choose anything I want. I'm not a multimillionaire, so I cannot choose anything I desire. But actually, when you created this actual situation you live in, were you functioning as an infinite being, or you were functioning from other people's points of view? So whatever you created as your life it is today, what was the space you were functioning from?
And whose life is this? Is it really yours? Do you really enjoy what you are doing, or that life, what you created based on lies or other people's points of view?
And their limitations. So there is this thing that we live in a certain reality. Like each person's reality is different. Because there are people who are multimillionaires and there are people who are living under the bridge and they just don't have money at all. And still they have even more debt. So how could it happen? I mean, that's the beauty of it. Even if no one else chooses, you can choose the reality you live in. So what's the reality you choose? And then you can say, okay, I would like to choose a different reality, but I can't because I don't have anything for that. Because the main idea behind it is that I have to have everything before I could choose. Like, you know, if you would like to be a millionaire, you need to know how you get there. Or if you would like to create something, you need to know how you get there. You need to know the steps.
You mean
that's your point of view.
You want to know, yeah.
But actually, you don't have to, because it doesn't exist. There is no such thing as a path there.
There is no recipe for that, because it's different for everyone.
And not just for everyone, but it's different in each and every situation. Maybe you achieved something last year, and this year you want to achieve the same again.
And you want to do the same because it worked last year, so I'm sure it will work this year as well.
Because this is the way you did it. But
it's not, because you changed a lot, and everything is changing a lot around you. It's not possible. It's not working the same way.
And maybe last year there were people or beings contributing to your choice. And this year they don't contribute, or not all of them will contribute, because they are changing as well. So are you willing to acknowledge that this is a free will universe and you are not the only being with free will? So it's not good, it's not bad. It doesn't mean now you are fucked up or you have less possibilities.
You need to ask questions and follow your awareness.
Because the path to the point that you are choosing, that you wish to achieve, continuously changing with the world, continuously changing with you.
That's the great thing.
So are you willing to follow the energy? Are you willing to function from question? Because that's the only way to find out how to get there. So what's your point of view that doesn't allow you to create the life you desire? That if you were acknowledging, it would create such ease. And everything that brings up, will you destroy and uncreate all that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and poke, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. So,
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay. Can we talk about your acoustical energy and the earth?
Mm-hmm.
So is the acoustical energy for the body, or does the earth has its own reality, correct?
The earth has its own reality.
Like its own energy.
So the thing is, everything is functioning from a certain level of consciousness, energy, space, and consciousness.
Okay.
Everything and everyone is functioning from that. The question is that, are you willing to choose beyond?
Okay.
So, for example, you can be an infinite being, but it doesn't mean you are functioning from the space of the infinite being you are. So if your life is fucked up, you need to look back. Okay, when I created this shit, was I truly functioning from the space of the infinite being I am? Or I was functioning from other people's lies and limitations, and I created this whole thing based on conclusions and judgments and...
Or fear or doubts or whatever reason. Yeah.
Do we do that with pain? Like when we lock pain into our body? Because if we were an infinite being functioning from infinite space, we wouldn't have this pain.
Cool. True. That's it.
Right.
So were you functioning as an infinite being when you created the pain? Yeah.
Okay, you lost me. Okay, so if I was functioning from an
point where we make ourselves wrong, or we think, oh, I'm wrong, I failed, I'm a failure. You're not a failure.
You can't.
The thing is, we always function from the greatest space we can in that very moment, but you forget that you can choose beyond. And we forget that we create our own reality. We just, I feel sad. And then when you feel sad, you start to create out of that sadness. You create your reality, you create your future from that sensation that you are sad. Or when you say, oh, I'm coming from a low level or middle class family, and we never had too much money, we never had success, never had anything like that, or happiness. So what is the life you create from that point? So it's again, it's not from the space of infinite possibilities, because you buy into, you have certain resources and you try to create a life from those resources. You just forget that you're an infinite being having access to all possibilities and all resources.
And choose anything, really, and anytime. So when you have this sadness, what if you can choose immediately something else? What if you don't have to sad anymore? And actually, who does this belong to?
Yeah.
So really need to ask questions. You
in
can,
each and every moment.
Yeah. You can be in that state, in a sadness state for a couple of days, because it used to be like that. But you can change it like this.
Yeah, what creates more?
Yeah.
Like, and of course we buy into this thing like, oh, without my feelings or without my emotions, I'm nothing, I'm no one, I'm not a being anymore, because I become just a robot. I'm not a robot, therefore I have to have feelings and emotions. It's a lie. Like if you are an infinite being, it doesn't mean that you are not aware of things that are happening. It doesn't mean you are not aware of how life goes around you. It doesn't mean you don't have happiness, but what is sadness really? Like if your nature is the expansion, then why would you choose to be sad? Because what sadness creates is contraction.
It's shrinking the reality and everything.
And people buy into this, that all emotions are part of my being, because I'm an infinite being and I have to have everything. Yes, you are allowed to have it. You are allowed to use it as a tool.
As a tool, yeah. If
you
sadness,
can choose anything
if
that creates
sadness
more.
creates more in that moment, do it. But
like not being sad, but choosing sadness or showing up as a sad person, if that creates more
in that situation.
Like, if you're a woman and you need someone to help you out, and there is a man who is triggered by sad women, if that person sees a sad woman, then that person starts to help and contribute and help you out from the shit. And what creates more?
That creates more for everyone in that situation, because the man feel good. Oh, finally I could help someone, and you feel good because someone could help you. Yeah.
But in that case, you are the one who is controlling the situation. You are the one who is conscious and aware of what's going on and what's happening. Like, it's not about that. It's not about staying in the sadness because, this happened to me and now I will be sad because for a certain period of time I have to be sad because in this way I will express something to someone, or I'm a good friend if I'm sad about losing my friend or about something that my friend lost. Not really. Yes, you have a question? Or not?
So yeah, of course. So it's just about and thank you for that, because it's about being sad if it's going to create greater without locking the sadness into your body and functioning from the sadness.
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay, that's fabulous. Thank you for that, because then you try not to be a walking, talking, fixed access point of view, right? Go, oh, sorry, it can't be sad. But no, that's brilliant. I love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Really cool question. So, and about Earth, what is our point of view about Earth, and are we willing to truly perceive the capacities of Earth, or we have a point of view that, poor Earth, we are such a terrible creatures on Earth and we are creating such a mess here. So how many points of view we have here?
Or whose points of view is that?
And also, So part of it is something that we are aware of, and part of it is buying into lies and judgments of other people's. But what if we were functioning from question and consciousness and choosing to have clarity about everything without a point of view? Because as long as we have a point of view, we are like slaves of that lie or that reality.
And you can tap into Mother Earth's energy anytime, and you can sense, you can perceive the energy of that, what the Mother Earth requires. Is there anything I could contribute? Is there anything here in what I can do? Yeah, and not based on other people's points of view or fear, but based on this awareness. What can I do here? Can I do here anything at all?
Or is there anything required from my side?
Yeah, what can I do? And if the information is coming, do that one.
Yeah.
Follow your awareness always. Yeah.
So when we say that the acoustical vibration is a space of infinite possibilities, so in other words, what it means that, like, for example, there is the acoustical vibration of money, which means all the possibilities and all the combinations of possibilities about money. So if you are willing to receive the acoustical vibration of money, are you willing to function from the space of acoustical vibration of money? What does it allow you to receive? What reality can you create with money if you are willing to receive all possibilities of money? It's all possibilities of generating money, creating money, receiving money, everything about money, all the different, like creating different and many and numerous income streams, businesses, new possibilities that are even beyond this reality.
Yeah.
So are you willing to receive that? And the thing is, it's not just about, so there are two things here. One is creation and another one is actualization. When the image or when the idea comes up, it's already created. But another step is actualize it. And what are the steps required to actualize what's already created? So what is the combination of possibilities regarding money that you are choosing to have? And what are the steps required here to actualize that? So acoustical vibration is not just the possibility and the combinations of possibilities, but when you choose it, it allows you to have access to the steps that are required. So following the acoustical vibration or willing to keep receiving all the information about it will allow you to follow the energy with ease. Will allow you to create, or to, not just to create, but to actualize what you are choosing. But of course, if you don't choose, there is nothing to actualize. So people get into this trap that I would like to have this, but I think I need the following things before, and as long as I don't have it, I will not choose it. So for example, I would like to have this car, but I don't have the money for this car, or but I don't have a driver's license, or but whatever is the but. So therefore they don't choose it. They have a point of view of what's required, and they start to chase those things
first.
But the thing doesn't work this way. It works the other way around. You need to choose what you desire to have, and everything that you don't have at this very moment will show up. And it's not about, and another thing, it may not show up the way you expect it to show up. Like you can have a point of view, you need this car, therefore you want this car, therefore you have to, I don't know, you have to have the money for that, you have to have a garage for that, you have to have all the things before you could have it. But if you follow the energy, it may show up in a million different ways. And as long as you have a point of view about how it should show up, it will create a limitation, because it will not allow you to have it the easiest way. So how many limitations are we creating by not willing to let go our points of view and expectations? And everything that brings up, we destroy and uncreate. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poco, 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Or, you know, if you want a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and then the point of view is that, oh, I look like this and therefore I cannot have it. Or, oh, I don't know anyone in this city. This is a small city and people don't like me, maybe. Or this is a small city and I tried everyone already. So, and none of them were good for me. Or whatever is the point of view. But again, it doesn't work like that. Like, and what about those people who are not living here but are willing to move here? And what if you don't have to stay here, but you can move to another place which is a greater contribution to your life, and all the different combinations of possibilities through which you can have much greater ease reaching this choice, this thing that you are choosing. So, and the acoustical vibration is all the combinations of possibilities. It includes all of that. So let's say when you're choosing, let's say you ask for the acoustical vibration of finding a partner who is a great contribution to you. And then, so what happens, you can ask for that, you can download that acoustical vibration, you can start to work with that. You can start to perceive that and allow it to show up in your life and follow that energy. And then it will come to you all the different ways. And of course, you can ask for ease.
Ease. Total ease. Yeah, that's important.
But usually people do the other way around, as I mentioned, and they are functioning from the points of view, the friends' ideas, or the experiences or past experiences and other examples. And okay, this is how it worked. They try to like create like, you know, like a puzzle from all this information. No question in that, just putting together a puzzle and following the puzzle, which is not really from consciousness, it's not really being in question. And then at the end, when there is a failure, they say, oh, I'm fucked up again. Oh, yeah. I don't know how to do, I am a failure. That's what they say. But it's not.
Is it really true? Are they failures, or they just didn't follow their awareness and they didn't ask questions?
Yeah.
So it's, yeah, what else is possible here?
And when we talk about acoustical vibration, the amazing thing with that, as we mentioned, everything has an acoustical vibration, but the other part is that it is sort of like the blueprint of the building up a physical reality, like building up the physical structure of things. Like the acoustical vibration gives the design for the physical reality. So for example, how your body show up, or even a body part or an organ, or just simply a cell, how it shows up, it has an acoustical vibration. So in one way, it gives the information about how it builds up, how it functions, and everything that's required for that. Cool. Is there a question here?
Will you talk about contribution? Because contribution has no point of view, right?
Yeah.
And when about receiving a contribution, like receiving the acoustical energy, receiving a contribution, just how much we will resist and react to it.
Yeah. So recently, that means in the last 3, 4, 5 years, people started, like in Access, started to talk about contribution, and of course, with every term that we use, it starts to be mixed up with other things, and people started to use it with a meaning of exchange. Like, if you do this to me, I will contribute to you. Which is really just putting saying that
if you do this for me, I will do this for you.
Which is a barter, which is an exchange. It's not a contribution.
Yeah.
But, you know, everything that is wrapped up nicely into conscious word that is more acceptable, or it can derail people or derail their awareness. I mean, yeah, what are you choosing? So just because people are using the terms of access consciousness, it doesn't mean they function from that space, or they function from that energy behind the original meanings of words. So behind contribution, and what is contribution, it's really, here is an example. Like, you can be a contribution to someone with no expectations about how they will use it, when they will use it,
if they use it at all.
And yeah, so for example, like, you have a friend and you would like to help your friend, and let's say your friend is sick, and then you say, okay, I send my contributions to you.
I'm sending healing for you. What if she doesn't need that one? What if she needs something else for that? We have a point of view. She needs healing energy. What if not?
Well, and we use that with contribution. And like, when I'm around you guys with the acoustical energy, I just want to start laughing. I have seriously experienced like enthusiastic energy. Every time I think of you two, I think I pull in the acoustical energy, I start laughing. It's such an expansive energy that I've never ever had or experienced like anywhere else. I just am so grateful for you two. I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for the contribution, because it is true that we try to control a contribution, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So the contribution is when you know someone needs something, or someone is sick, you can say, okay, I send all my contribution, which you know the situation or that person is requires, whatever it is. I don't say what is that. The person knows it, what they need, if they need anything, and if they choose it. Maybe they don't choose it right now. Maybe they will choose it a couple of years later, or a couple of lifetimes later, or never ever, or right now. It doesn't matter. The package is there, and it's their choice when they choose it. So this is a real contribution. I'm sending, and I'm in allowance if they are choosing or not. I don't tell they have to choose right now. They have to choose this, because maybe they need something else.
So one part of this class, your acoustical body class, is about contribution and what is that and how you use it. And of course, other part of it is the miraculous healing. And I had an example from my own life about miraculous healing. I mean, many, but this was like a personal story that once when I called my parents, and my mom picked up the phone, and then suddenly my father jumped on the phone on the other line and told me, hey, Rocco, your mom was at the doctor and she was diagnosed with breast cancer. And
no, you have it's a skin cancer under the breast. Yeah, whatever. They call cancer everything because it's lots of fear. So they said, oh, she's got a cancer. Yeah.
And the thing was, so he told me that you have to help her.
You are the only one who can help. You are the healer. What?
Cool.
Expectations.
So it's not significant, right? And I mean, actually, my mom had cancer like 30 years ago once. And also she had it like 15 years ago. And then 30 years ago, the doctors made the surgery, removed like 9 meters of the small intestine, which is quite a lot. And then they said, like, you have cancer everywhere in the body and we can't really remove everything. So sorry, you have 2 more weeks to live. So go home, say goodbye to everyone, and
That's
adios. And then she went home and then she said to herself,
fuck off, I want to live. I've got 2 kids, small kids. I want them. I want to see them to grow up. Yeah.
So she was choosing
life
to stay alive.
And she did.
So 6 months later, she went back and then they said, wow, it was not expected because,
why do, they were very surprised.
Yeah. But anyway, like 30 years later, or a bit more than 30 years later, like we had this telephone conversation, and then my mom, I guess she was so upset with my father, so she just hung up. Because
she didn't want to talk about
it.
Yeah,
and I asked question, okay, what is this? And can my mother receive from me? And it was no. And the simple thing is that she didn't want to be a burden for me. That's why she didn't even explain or mention this. All right. And so I was in question, okay, what else is possible? And then a couple of days later, I had the information that she can receive from my father and my father can receive from me. Okay. And it's not like, okay, then I sit down with my father and start to talk about what he should do, because I don't have the idea what he should do. So it's not that thing that I can teach him. But with this thing of being a contribution, it's like when you are willing to be the contribution, you really allow yourself to function from the space of the infinite being you are. It's the thing when you have access to all your resources, you have access to everything you have access to the infinite being you are and all your capacities. So, all right, I'm choosing to be the contribution to my father, whatever is that, whatever, because he's willing to receive from me. And
whatever it requires, this situation.
Yeah. And whichever way he will use it, it's up to him.
Without any points of view and any expectations.
Because I have no idea what is required here. Yeah. Just that it is being a contribution.
Yeah.
Cool. So I was choosing that, and then like 2 days later, they called me and they said, wow.
Rocco, you heard your mom.
We've been to the doctor and they diagnosed, it's disappeared.
No more cancer.
Cool.
Yeah. So what can you change in your life?
What can you be if you are willing to be the contribution? Yeah. Like how many limitations we have, or how many limitations we create, and how many points of view we have that creates even more limitations that if we never had, we could create anything that we desire. We could be and create and actualize the magic that we truly be.
You can be the magic actually, because you are the magic. Magic around you, it's magic because it's not your reality, but what would it take to be the magic in your reality? And you can be the magic, really. Will you choose that? Are you choosing to be the magic who you truly be? And everything that doesn't allow that, will you destroy and uncreate all of that?
Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poke, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
What if magic is not so mysterious? What if you can have it in your daily life 24/7?
Well, and I love that story about, because the universe does not support specific requests. So if you would have said, okay, I'll send healing energy to the cancer, right? It would have missed. Like, it's a good reminder to contribute, period.
Yeah.
I mean, there is already a judgment in that, saying that cancer is a disease or cancer is a sickness. But what is it that we are not willing to acknowledge, that if we were acknowledging, it would change the whole thing? Like when you say someone is sick, you just step into a superior position saying that this person fucked up something, and they are now sick. Sickness
And
it shows they are fucked up. They are inferior, and they are not functioning from the greatest good they can. Okay, but are you willing to acknowledge that they have choice? They have the power of choosing something, and they are choosing. Whether it's conscious or unconscious, they keep choosing or maintaining a choice, but it's from their free will. And even it's something stupid or unconscious, it's from their free will.
it's their choice. It's all right. It's not good or bad. This is a choice.
Well, and you just dropped my jaw when you said, if you were contributing to just the cancer, that's judgment. And I went, oh my God, how often do we do that? Thinking we're contributing, but we're judging, because we're either buying what they have, their limitation is true and real, and going, okay, I'll contribute to this. So thank you so much for that.
Yeah, I heal the cancer because, it has to be healed. What if something else is required here? What if, a totally different thing requires here? And the cancer will disappear because of that thing.
Is that creating a reality beyond this reality? Like pretty much when you take the cancer out, because I hear lots of create a reality beyond this reality. That's exactly what your mom did, right?
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, as we mentioned, you have your own reality.
Based on something.
Like doctors have their own reality when they give a diagnosis. And everyone has their own reality. Like two person with the same diagnosis, they can have totally different outcome because they have different realities. They are functioning from a different reality. And like if you see like a magic, you say, oh, that was a magic, I can't do this. It's only a magic because it's not part of your reality.
Not
for
yet.
that other person, they are choosing it, and for them it's part of their reality, and for them it's not magic. It's everyday normal. So what are the things in your life that are not part of your reality, but you desire to have that? And what would your life be like if nothing was really excluded from your life or from your reality? What if you could really choose? And there is when we say this reality, it's like the general limited life that everyone believes is how life should be. And are you willing to go beyond that? And even if we go and say, okay, there are people who have greater possibilities or more expanded reality, what if we go beyond that? And are you willing to choose a reality or a combination of possibilities that is truly beyond everyone else's choices? Or it's truly beyond anything and everything that people ever chosen or created or actualized here on Earth?
It doesn't matter if it's not exist, not yet, but you can still choose that one.
And are you willing to choose that? Like,
and go even beyond, because it's always beyond.
Like you don't have to have someone who already did that before you.
To have an example, it works. No, it doesn't mean anything. You can choose your own reality, even if it's not exist yet.
Even if everyone says it's impossible.
Impossible for them because they don't choose it. But does it work for you? Does it create more for you?
If
yes,
you choose that.
do it. Yeah, choose it. Keep choosing that. Yeah.
Thank you, because I heard this, a reality, create your own reality and use this reality, but that everybody has their own reality. It's like, you're right, everybody does have their own reality.
Yeah. And
yeah.
Are you willing to see the space that other people are functioning from? Are you willing to see the reality they are functioning from? If you desire to create a great business, you can't expect that everyone in the world are functioning from consciousness. Like you can say, oh, this is a really, really cool product, what I have, and all the conscious people will choose it. First of all, what's our judgment? Is conscious.
Yeah, judgment.
How many people are conscious
So
at
maybe,
the level of
maybe
no
one will buy it.
Because conscious beings will really see this as a great product.
No.
Yeah. Are you willing to see the space that people are functioning from and create something for them? Or create something that's an invitation for them? That's an invitation for all beings to create something greater. And not just today, but in the next 5, 10, 11, 15, 50, 100 or 200 or 500 years.
1,000 or more, beyond.
What can you create that is an invitation for the beings to expand, to choose something greater?
Yeah.
So what is being an infinite being on a daily basis?
Trying to form a question here. Okay. So locking pain into the body and asking lots of questions. So lower back pain. And I'm asking lots of questions of how to, well, I'm basically, I think now I realize functioning from judgment because I want it to leave, right? I don't want to have the pain anymore.
When you separate yourself from something or someone, you can't change it.
What you mean by that? Separate yourself? Like,
I don't want
pain.
this pain. I want it to disappear, go away. That's separation, comfortable distance. What if you lower your barriers and receive it? What if you start to receive your pain because there is always an information behind it what we are not willing to receive? What is that you are not willing to receive?
Like, what is that information that if you were receiving, the pain would disappear?
You can play with that.
Thank you. I will. And thank you for the comfortable distance. As soon as you said that, I thought, oh my God, I never thought. Of course, I'm separating myself from it.
Yeah, that's what we do. If there is an uncomfortable situation or a pain or an intensity or something, immediately you separate yourself. I don't want that. Oh, it's too painful. I don't want it. But what if you can lower the barriers and you just start to receive all of that? What is this behind it? And you will have the clarity. And the pain or the intensity will go on.
And that's why I could never change it, because I was separate from it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And it's same with the everything else, not just with the pain, with the situation, with the person, with something, anything really. That's how you can change things. If you separate from yourself for something or someone, you can't do anything with that. You can't change.
And how often do we do that, right?
All the time.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you. Wow. I will play with that question. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay. So we have this 2.5-day class.
Yes.
When do we have it?
We are going to Canada, right?
Yep.
November.
Alberta.
Do you know the
22nd?
22nd?
22nd to the 24th.
Ooh, yes.
In
exciting.
Alberta,
in
Canada.
Alberta, Edmonton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
this is a 2.5-day Access Consciousness specialty class, and it's called Your Acoustical Body. And at the class, we will play with the acoustical vibration. And the amazing thing is, it's so beautiful to see that how people use it in different areas of their life. Like we saw it, they were creating a greater relationship.
Or a money situation.
Like selling products, like even selling with really amazingly high price.
Yeah.
and creating a different reality with their business, or even changing their body.
Yeah, lots of really great feedbacks and examples with that. So you can use it not just for your body, but really everything in your life.
Because actually everything has an acoustical vibration. And, you know, it's really, if you would like to change something, the acoustical vibration is the combination of possibilities. It's the space of infinite possibilities.
Yeah.
So are you willing to create a totally different reality?
Beyond this reality. Yeah, and also we have lots of topics.
Like the miraculous healing.
Yeah, the indefinite living. We are playing with the elementals as well.
Because that's really part of creating a different physical, structural reality.
And also we have 3 body processes.
That are unique to this class,
yeah.
So it's not taught at any other classes.
Really great body processes. Yeah.
So really, what else is possible here?
I am so excited that you're coming to Edmonton. I swear I'm counting the days. I cannot wait for this class. My body is so alive. I am so excited.
Yeah. This vibration is amazing, and you know, that's life, or the nature of our being and our bodies.
Totally. Yeah. And are we going to do an energy pull, an acoustical energy pull in Canada?
Yes, we are doing. We start next week, I think, on the 18th, right? Or
I don't have that right off the top of my head.
Yeah, but we will send out the information, the recording anyway. Yeah, so we are doing a 7 days or 10 days energy pool, acoustical energy pool. If someone would like to play with us and experience,
have a taster of the acoustical vibration, what is that?
Yeah, we are doing different topics every day. You can ask questions, and yeah, let's change.
Cool. Let's play. Yes. Okay. What else? What else are we doing? I think that's it right now.
And hope to see you next time.
Yeah, hope to see you next time. Thank you for joining, and we will send out the recording with all the details.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. See you later.
Have a wonderful day, evening, night, morning. See you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. See you later.